the fantasy sometime that sometime guys we can come up with is like, yo, if I can take care of everything like that, I should be able to have whatever, however. But then now here's the point, like where is and what is the end point now? That's where it becomes like there's no end game. And that's where I'm lost. Because if that's the case, you could just do this until you get what? Until you die. You just have multiple women until you die. There's no end point. That's where it kind of becomes like, where's the logic behind it?
I think those type of people always wind up settling with one.
Okay.
And it don't usually be the one that they have had a baby with previously. They usually find one. It'd be the last baby mama.
I guess one of Cam's baby mamas said, I prefer to be the fourth baby mama to a rich man than marry and build a family with a middle-class man. Wow.
I mean, that's her.
Wow.
That just shows where her particular priorities lie at, bro. God, that's a rough statement. Fuck.
So you got to ask a woman that statement that's in her mid to late 30s.
Why that range?
Because at that particular time frame, she's already been through a couple relationships. She may have kids and may not have kids, and may be in a situation to where, you know, the financial responsibility that's put on her is a lot. She doesn't really want it. I wonder how she would feel about that question. That's the better one. Obviously, we know how a man would react to that question, right? But how would a woman react to that question if asked that question not in front of her man? Here you are now. You're rich. So I guess this is automatically assuming that she's rich too now. Or that she's going to be taken care of for the rest of her life now. I would think that's what this is assuming.
Well, we're assuming that, I mean, she doesn't have to be rich, but the father of her child would have to be well off, because she's saying, I'd rather be part of that harem and be taken care of,
right,
than be with an average person and have to live a normal life,
right, and not be taken care of and doing all that. So it's a good question to bring up to women around that age group to see, like, you know, how would you feel about that now? Like, given your situation too, given the situation that you're in, how would you feel about just being a fourth baby mama to a rich man? And that's pretty much the biggest story of your life. It's not getting married. It's not being in a relationship. It's not building with somebody. It's the fact that, but look, now hold on. You have a great life based on the fact that, I mean, we're assuming that you're going to have a great life. You're going to live in we're assuming that you're going to live in a nice house. Your child's going to be taken care of. Everything. You're going to have the best of everything. You know, so what's the difference?
Now, what are the stipulations that come with that? Because, okay, are you allowed to date? Are you allowed to remarry? Now, because now, let's say you're the guy. Do you date her and allow her to still be taken care of by her baby father? Like, how does that work?
That's you know what? That's the part of we don't know, right? We don't know that part because I don't care about how Cam Newton thinks about it. It's just more important to just get the psyche of, I want to know how she feels about the question you just asked. Like, how does that part work? And what if it works like, look, long as I'm taken care of, I can care less what he does. Long as me and my child are taken care of, I can live the life that I want to live. I don't care what you do. What if it goes like that? And I'm just saying, this is assuming it goes like that, right?
That's what I'm saying, because I can't remember the rapper or the artist. I forgot who it was. And there's another one who had like 3 or 4 baby. Was it Nick Cannon? I don't know. Had like multiple baby mothers.
Nick Cannon.
And his like part of his thing was like, yeah, they're not dating nobody else. Fuck, I'm taking care of everything. So, like, I don't know what would be those stipulations. Could it be because what the stipulations are? Like, bro, you're good. You're like my fifth baby mama, but you're good. But you're not. You're not having another nigga in my house that I'm paying for.
Right. Right.
Like, is that the life? Is it worth that trade off?
I mean, that's interesting because okay, let's just say, okay, that's correct. They can't have anybody else but him, right? So he stops by whenever he wants to stop by, and he sees his kids whenever he wants to see his kids.
Yeah,
Right, to see his kids or take care of whatever business he feels like he needs to take care of whenever he wants, and does that with multiple different women.
Mm-hmm.
But is taking care of and paying the bills. You know, it's crazy
Correct.
when you extrapolate it out that way, right? And you think about it, the fantasy sometime that sometime guys we can come up with is like, yo, if I can take care of everything like that, I should be able to have whatever, however. But then now here's the point, like where is and what is the end point now? That's where it becomes like there's no end game. And that's where I'm lost. Because if that's the case, you could just do this until you get what? Until you die. You just have multiple women until you die. There's no end point. That's where it kind of becomes like, where's the logic behind it?
I think those type of people always wind up settling with one.
Okay.
And it don't usually be the one that they have had a baby with previously. They usually find one. It'd be the last baby mama because that's the one they usually wind up settling with.
Okay.
That's usually how that goes.
Yeah, because I just don't know the answer. I like that there's know the end game, how the end game works with this. It's just like, you know, you baby mama number 4. Like, what's next? What happens next?
Are
like,
you willing to possibly be 4 of 7, 4 of 6?
Right. And then now, if you can't date other men, what is the possibility that he's going to be around to raise his child, like, adequately?
Well, obviously, if you are okay with that, that part of the equation is irrelevant to you.
So what happens is the issue is that part now. You can always say, like, I have brothers and I have uncles. I have people that can raise. My problem is when it comes to raising another man, and we already have issue, right? Now check it out. Hold on. Hear me out. What I'm going with this, right? If she has a daughter, it's different, right? Not different, but if she has a son, right? And here now, his father's not around as much as he can be around because he has multiple baby mothers. Like, so it's impossible for him to be all different places. He's rich. He has a lot of things going on. So that child is raised without the dad in his life for a long period of time. The mom is okay with that, of course, because she doesn't understand the importance of a child having a father in his life. That's very important. They have a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of his sons that lived with him that he raised.
Yeah.
Did you see the dick? Yeah. So I'm just going a long way with it, but I'm just saying, man, like, what is the end game? What is the overall end game? That's where I'm trying to be into. Like, where are you going with this logically? How does this go? How does this look when your child is 16 years old? And that means you're 16 years older than what you are now. And now you're like the old baby mama.
I don't think, again, I think someone who makes that decision to be okay with that, I don't think any of those other factors are important to them. What type of father you're going to be, what type of male figure you're going to be to the child, I don't think they care about those things. What they care about was taken care of. Like, long as, like, give me some money, give me a house. That way I don't have to go out and work and I'm good. Like, everything else is irrelevant. I don't think that part is it. I think that's secondary. I would think that those things are secondary.
Isn't it crazy, right? Like, you find these women who get with these guys that have a lot of money or they're rich, right? And I'm pretty sure this has happened. Like, a woman has taken that money, reinvested it, flipped that money, and parlayed the business out of all of that. Got a business from all being with somebody like that, and did that. But too often we see the stories, because I don't know if this is true or not, because I don't know the numbers. But too often we see the stories, or we hear about the women who go buy the Birkin bag and get all of the name brand things. And then after, when a relationship is over, more than likely she probably should sell some of the stuff that she has because she has nothing else to show for it financially at all. That sucks. Like that sucks. Like you could take $100,000 or the money that's being given to you, stash that, start a business. That sucks, bro. Like you did all of that and you have nothing really to show for it. That just makes no sense. Like a $30,000 bag, a $30,000 bag, you know, at the end of the day, what is that going to do for you 6-7 years from now? Like it's just, it's just for the moment, man. And it's for women, it's crazy because, you know, as far as that youthfulness, all of that, that doesn't last forever. So you waste all of that, you know?
Well, no, because then they just become like religious and shit on their back end.
Say it again.
I said no. Then they just become born again on the back end.
On the back end. Like, oh yeah, I've seen Tyler Perry movies like that. Yeah,
they become religious and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see a lot of stories like that. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So
it makes sense.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna burn out early and then just become super religious later on.
Oh no.
Born again. No worries.
It's interesting.
Do-over.
Tell us what you think in the comment section about that.
You'd be like Vivica Fox. You see her right now. Like,
oh God.
Like, you see that?
I see
like when you was young and like everybody wanted you, but you wanted to do some other ish. Now you like, ooh, she looks horrible, bro.
Well, you know, did you see the one meme? That one meme was really mean. A mean meme, of course. That's just how they go now. It said Vivica Fox is now Vivica Bear. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn.
Hey yo, they put her next to Tyler Perry, bro.
Oh,
they put her next to Tyler Perry.
Oh,
it was a really
man.
good resemblance. It was not nice, bro.
Now
they did look alike.
Now she's what, 50? Was she 57? I think. I don't know how old Vivica Fox is, but there are women in that age bracket that. I mean, the crazy thing is, I'm gonna say one thing. I see that she gained some weight. I definitely see that she gained a lot of weight from the picture when she was younger. And
59.
59. So she's 59. So she's 60 years old. So I see she gained a lot of weight from the picture that was younger. And I also see what I would look at, but I'm not a female, so I don't know. But the fillers are starting to look real weird.
Or
I would stay away from that stuff. Like,
or possibly could be just bad plastic surgery. You know, once they have plastic surgery, start to or change the orientation they face when they don't go well, type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so I don't think those are fillers. I think that's just like bad plastic surgery, bro.
Yeah. Like, you know, to say the picture looked bad for a 60-year-old, I'll be wrong. But it looks bad for Vivica Fox.
There you go. That's what. Right. That's all it is.
Okay, that's what it
that's
is.
All it is.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, why people coming at her? Yeah.
And even they can take in consideration of where you were plus the age. It's just like what you did to yourself is bad.
Yeah.
And now she's ready to get married. We're like, all right, I dig it. Good luck.
Oof.
You'll find someone. Hope he's awesome.
Okay, let's play a game. If she found someone, where would he be from? First answer that comes to your head.
What do you mean where he would be from?
If Vivica Fox at 60 years old, found a man to marry, where would he be from? Now, real quick, I want you to put this in the comment section below. Where do you think this gentleman would be from? You go first, X.
When you say from, though, what do you mean?
What country? Where is he from? Tell me this guy.
Oh.
Where is he from?
Oh. Like, will he be American or like German? Right.
Where is he going to be from? Where is she going to find her next husband?
African?
That's what I said. That's the first thing I thought. Yo, for some reason, I'm like, yo, her husband, next husband gonna be African, yo.
Be on one of them shows.
Yo,
be on one of them shows and shit.
Yep.
He traveled to his home village and shit.
So he gonna be from Africa. I don't know why. I can just feel it.
I'm done.
He gonna be loaded. But I don't know why. I just make up that narrative for some reason. I can just see that.
Okay, you're funny.
I don't know what it is. An American? I don't see an American. I can see an American,
but I can guarantee she would be the higher bread earner in the relationship if it's American.
And mind you, the Nigerian guy that she gets with, that's going to marry her, he could possibly do better too. That's correct. Yeah. He definitely could do better. He definitely could do
Correct.
better. It's just that this is a thing that he's into.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he's going to be younger.
And he's going to be younger.
And he will be younger.
Right,
if he's
right.
Nigerian.
So Vivica Fox, there is definitely a guy out there for you.
Oh,
Xavier and I
100%.
know. We know that they're out there.
The question is, would the Nigerian guy have typically been her number one option?
If she was what? Where's that other picture? Where's the other picture? When she was what? That picture when she was in her 20s. That's an unfair comparison, though. That's like comparing.
Correct.
That's like see what they did. That's like comparing her to her daughter or something like that. Like that's not even fair, yo. Granddaughter, right? That's like comparing. That's comparing your picture to a granddaughter. I take all of this shit back, yo. She doesn't look that bad.
Nah.
You're comparing your granddaughter to your grandma.
If you look at her in a vacuum as just a 60-year-old person, then no. But if you look at her in comparison to what, like if you put her in like one of those aging filters,
right?
Like they have floating around, and you use her picture, then the image they're going to come up with will look drastically better, I think, than the image you actually have now. I think that's how people are looking at it. I think that's why they're just
with the surgery and everything, right? Right?
Yeah. I think that's how it's being looked at. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's being portrayed as if like when you were in your prime and you were looking at your most beautiful, and all the guys were actually coming at you, and probably some dope guys you should have married, you wanted to be running the streets. But if you didn't and you would have gotten married, you might look even better today than you do now.
But you know what?
A lot of those surgeries wouldn't have happened.
Think about how tough it could be for her, right? Like, I don't know what her story is, like, or if she was running the streets. I don't know. But look at how she had to weigh her options when you're so successful as a black woman like that. You're weighing the hell out of your options. So you get one guy, you're like if she was a regular black woman, you get one nice guy that got everything going. You're like, okay, this is good for me. But she's Vivica Fox. It's like, hold on, maybe I could do a little bit better. Like they talk about going up on the floor, keep going up on the floor, going up a little higher, and then now you get there, there's nobody there.
The elevator.
Yeah,
sometimes you just got to get off.
Yeah, so it's just that was tough. It's an unfortunate situation.
Correct.
It's an unfortunate situation. I still think that she would have aged like that, but she would have aged like that with a husband, and it would have been nobody would have looked and noticed the difference. Think about how many women, if Vivica Fox was married and wasn't looking for a husband, and they show her then and show her now, look how disrespectful we would look at it. Like, that's disrespectful as hell, bro. Why are you gonna do that?
Correct.
Right?
Hey, bro, I think the problem is because once you put yourself back on the open market, I think you have to be reevaluated. I think that's the problem. If you were in a marriage, you're not being evaluated the same. You're not on the open market. So that value is not the same. So I think that's why you're getting people walking around kicking the tires and shit. You ever see like those videos when them cats had the trucks, the used cars come off the trucks and they be poking it with them little sticks and shit.
Right.
To see with the little magnetic sticks.
So let me ask you a question. Are you saying simultaneously as you say that, are you saying that it's okay to fall off and gain weight as long as you're married? But if you're not married and you're still on the market, there's no way in hell you could look that way.
No, I'm not saying that, because in theory, like even in the marriage, you should always be striving for the same shit. Like, you dig what I'm saying? So she's the same woman, married or not, but look how we look at it, because she's not married with you. Yo, you can only be married and look like that. Damn, you see how messed up we are? Like, no, but yeah. Yo, you see that? Because if she was married, he's stuck with it. Yeah, it's like, yo. It doesn't really matter what grade you put on with it, because he's stuck with it. Right. That's why. And then now it's all types of disrespectful and everything now. You see? Yo, and it's crazy where the root thought is always the root thought, but we got to structure it in a way that we supposed to, like, according to society. Like, she looks like, I didn't say this, but technically speaking, to a lot of people, she doesn't look good.
So she doesn't look good if she would have been married or not married. She just doesn't look good to the people at 60 years old based on how she looked when she was younger, which I think is just completely unfair because they're comparing her to what her granddaughter will look like right now.
I think you know what it is. It's rough, bro, because you go to the gym and bro, you see a lot of 6-year-old women who didn't age that way. And I guess it's unfair to say, hey, one can do, all can do. I guess that's unfair. That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay. But it's rough though.
It's rough.
When you see the person over there, like, oh shit, they can do it.
It's rough.
Like, oh.
I was always a Halle Berry fan anyway. I'm the Halle Berry fan anyway. And
how old is Halle Berry?
I don't know. She's pushing it. 54 maybe? 56, 57?
57. And how old is Vivica Fox?
59.
59.
Yeah.
2 years apart.
And the difference is crazy.
And that's why I think the judgment is rough. Because you see how it could be possible.
Right.
That's why I think you have to be rough.
Right.
I think the judgment has to be rough. Because if the judgment is not rough, then that becomes the okay norm. And I don't think, if we're being honest, is what most prefer.
But it's tough because you were a celebrity at the height of your looks, and now you're still in a celebrity, even getting older in age, and you still have that image that people expect to see from you. That's tough.
I don't know.
Like, you're getting older, you're still in a spotlight, and people expect you to still like present yourself a certain way because
I'm trying to think.
They used to see you being a beautiful actress.
Just because she's in the spotlight.
Yeah. If she wasn't in the spotlight, now check this out.
That would be acceptable.
If she wasn't in the spotlight, and we know that she was 60 years old, that's what I'm saying. When I look at the picture, if I wasn't comparing it to her younger self, and you told me that this woman is 59 years old, I would say, oh, wow, she looks nice for 59 years old, but I don't find myself attracted to a 59-year-old woman.
So you wouldn't be attracted to Halle Berry?
I love Halle Berry.
Okay. Halle Berry's 57. So again, we're going to put them as the same age.
But I've always liked Halle Berry since I was a child. Halle Berry's always like, you can even look at Tyra Banks. She's up there. She doesn't look like Vivica. You wouldn't say the same thing about Tyra Banks. You wouldn't say the same thing about Nia Long. Look at this.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is it's just one of those things. You only can get away with looking that way, and nobody will say anything to you if you're married. That's what you're trying to say, X. It's like, no.
That's kind of accurate. That's close.
As long as you're married, you're okay with falling off that way.
Ooh, Nia Long, 53.
53. Tyra Banks
she looks good for 53. Jesus, she looks good for 53.
Yeah, come on, man.
See, and that's the shit though, bro. Like, it's possible. It's possible. I think that's the only reason people are judging her. I don't know if the word judging is right. I don't know if I don't know if that's the reason people are grading her or giving her such a hard time. That's all. Somebody
asked me, matter of fact, my wife asked me, she can go back if she works out. I said, nah, not back to what? I said back to it. She looked at it. She showed me the picture. I was like, no,
the damage is done.
Not back to that. I mean, look, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. That's the whole thing. This is just an educated guess. It's just an educated guess. To go back to that, this is an educated guess. That'd be impossible.
The damage is already done. Like, if the only issue was she put on a few pounds, then obviously, yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that is the only issue.
No, I think you're looking at like bad surgery, bro. Like her construction of her face. I don't think that is just like.
There's something that looks kind of like, what's the thing from Saw that comes out?
Yes.
It's something about that. I get a lot of that face for something. Yes. But I don't know if that's the thing what the females are going with, though. I see a lot of females looking like that character.
This is, again, bad surgery, bro. I don't think this is just. I put weight in my face. You think so? You think that's just I put weight in? If that's I just put weight in my face, then that's an easy fix. But I don't think that's it.
It seems like something is holding it up, right? Like this, like that's why I said fillers, or I don't know, maybe that's the incorrect term. Anybody can correct us in the comment section, but it just seems like something is holding up the face a little bit.
Yeah, I think she's already changed the structure of her face. Where like even if she lost weight, I don't think
there's something. Okay, you're right. I feel you on that. Just to be 100% transparent, I know exactly what you're saying. I see the same thing. Even if she were to lose the weight, there's something about that face that seems like it's filled up with something that right that just pokes it out, like makes it.
He said the saw mask, but that's a good example. Yes, I don't know. You know, obviously it's already been told. I don't know like, what's in there.
Yeah, something is.
And what happened to the cheek? Like the structure, bro. If you
whatever it is, it feels like if you pluck it, you'll hear a noise. Like if you like damn, like it don't seem like a skin.
If we could superimpose like her original skeleton structure on top of her current skeleton structure,
it'll be different.
I'm 1,000% sure they wouldn't line up 100%.
I agree. We got to stop giving on.
Sure.
We got to stop getting on Vivica. We got to move along, man. We can't just keep getting on Vivica like that.